Hi, I'm John Tuller, a member of the African American Men of Westchester. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to today's Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Awards. Before I turn the program over to Eon Nichols, chair of today's celebration, let me first congratulate all of today's nominees and award recipients. The African American Men of Westchester sponsored the first annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Family Day celebration over 20 years ago to celebrate the life and teachings of Dr. King. The event became the largest of its kind in Westchester and indeed the Northeast, attracting over 5,000 people over the years from every walk of life to keep Dr. King's message of service to mankind alive. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. left an important legacy for us and for future generations. And with that in mind, the African American Men of Westchester is committed to sharing his life principles with today's youth. To date, we have honored many outstanding young adults for their service to the community, and dozens more have been recognized as nominees. Our honorees are representatives of the plethora of young people who devote time and energy to improve the lives of their families and neighborhoods, and who are beacons of light within their communities. So today we are proud to recognize each of them as we celebrate their achievements. Dr. King inspired many by his words of wisdom and life. He helped to change the mindsets of generations with his challenges to live free. Which reminds me of a quote he once said, "If I can't do great things, I can do small things in great ways." It is my honor to turn the program over to Eon Nichols, chair of today's MLK Legacy Awards.
Thanks, John. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the African American Men of Westchester 20th Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Youth Awards, where we celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. King while celebrating 7 young men and women who are following in his footsteps and carrying out his legacy through their actions and their words. Unfortunately, this year, we cannot see each other in person. We cannot mix and mingle as we've done in years past. Fortunately, technology has enabled us to celebrate virtually. So I thank you for joining us. I also thank our many sponsors who are giving us their support, chiefly the Board of Legislatures of the County of Westchester, the County Executive, George Latimer, and the Deputy County Executive, Ken Jenkins. They have provided us with significant support to make this program happen. I would also like to thank Roger Woolsey, who is the owner of the Millionaire Facility at the Westchester County Airport. Roger has been gracious to provide us with his facility so that we can do the taping of this program. Before we meet our 7 awardees, I would like to introduce our president, Eric Eller, to say a few words. Eric?
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I'm Eric Eller, president of the African American Men of Westchester, and I would like to thank you for joining us here today as we celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I would like to thank our program chair, Eon Nichols, and the MLK committee for their hard work in coordinating today's program. On this day, we observe the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., recognizing the work and deeds of some of Westchester's finest. These young men and young women that we're recognizing today are leaders in their communities as role models and peers for their classmates. Building bridges, peace and nonviolence, social justice, social action, peace and love, and vision and perseverance. Each of these honorees that we will introduce to you later today, but we would like to collectively congratulate them for continuing the legacy of Dr. King. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. 2020 has been a difficult year. COVID-19, pandemic, we've all been faced with challenges that make it a very difficult situation for all of us. Remember, what we must continue, though, to persevere and trust the science as we move into 2021 with hope and opportunity that we will make it through this pandemic and bring us back to better times. Now it's time to hear from our Martin Luther King Jr. Youth Legacy Award honorees. Thank you.
Martin Luther King once said that the time is always right to do what is right. It is my pleasure, particularly in these times, to still be able to present the Social Justice Award to Ilana Burrows. As I was reviewing her bio, I can understand why she got this award. Ilana is a peer mentor, doing what is right. She's very involved in the youth court in the White Plains Youth Bureau, doing what is right. And she's also worked on several PSAs on substance abuse prevention, once again, doing what is right. But to me, that's not really what stood out in her bio. The fact that she wants to be a biomedical engineer tells me that Ilana is a well-rounded young lady. As you accept this award, I challenge you to continue to be a role model that you are.
Greetings to all. I would like to thank the AAMW for giving me the honor in receiving the 2021 MLK Legacy Social Justice Award. I am truly dedicated to my service work, and I am honored to share my accomplishment with all of you today. I would also like to thank Mr. Frank Williams of the White Plains Youth Bureau for introducing me to the White Plains Youth Court, and Ms. Connie Jones, the director of the White Plains Community Youth Court, for always supporting me and ensuring that all of her members reach their full potential. Over the past 3 years, Ms. Jones has showed me the hard work and dedication needed to making a difference in the community, and has allowed me to be a part of a program that inspires others. Last but not least, I would like to thank my mom, dad, and family for supporting me in whatever I put my heart into. My family has always been by my side, provided me with the best education, and has encouraged me in moments where I doubted myself. And for that, I am truly grateful. This award is meaningful to me because it not only recognizes my service work, but upholds the value of Dr. King's quote, "Strength came from a community working together as a whole." We, as members of society, uphold a responsibility in creating a future filled with peace, kindness, and prosperity. In order to achieve those three things for our society, we must be united as one in our efforts. Our society is currently divided by discrimination, hatred, and even the criminal justice system. These may not be eliminated overnight, but our efforts as a united society make us stronger and will aid us in accomplishing a peaceful, kind, and prosperous society. I uphold my duty in society by ensuring that youths get a second chance and don't end up in the criminal justice system. One mistake should not define them as a person, and I believe that as adolescents, they too should have the opportunity to shape our future. Every day, I have hope for our future, and I promise that every day I will use the resources that I have gratefully been given for the betterment of society. Thank you again to the AAMW for recognizing myself and other youths for our efforts in bettering society and creating positive change.
Hi, I'm Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, and I'm so proud to be part of the 2021 African American Men of Westchester's Youth Legacy Awards. This has been an incredible past year, but the African American Men of Westchester, under the leadership of Eric Eller, have continued their vision of a strong Black community, a beloved community, highlighting our youth and providing role models. This year's honorees include my grandson and a young woman from my Youth Advisory Council. I am so proud of all of the young people who have risen and gotten the scholarships and have proven that they are the inheritors of Dr. King's dream. Thank you so much, African American Men of Westchester. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported this organization, and let us march on till victory is won.
We will be introducing this year's 2021 MLK Legacy Visionary Award winner, Kennedy Cato.
Kennedy Cato is a lover of all things, including basketball. She is currently a senior at Woodlands Middle High School. She is a committed student, and she believes in community service, civil engagement, and youth well-being. One of her favorite quotes comes from Nelson Mandela. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Kennedy currently serves as president of Woodlands Middle High School National Honor Society. Her future goal is to go to college and to become a computer engineer and travel the world. Congratulations, Kennedy.
So as being proud parents of Woodlands High School graduates, also like to congratulate Kennedy again for representing Woodlands High School.
I'd like to thank the African American Men of Westchester for honoring me with this award. It was just last year as I sat in the audience watching students accept their awards, and I am grateful to be accepting my award today. As a young person, I have seen so much change in the world we live in. I've always been an active member in my community and an advocate for young people's involvement in community and civic engagement. The world needs to hear from young people. Our voice matters. If 2020 has shown the world anything, it has shown that young people can affect change any and everywhere. But it starts in our backyard. It starts in our community. Some of the organizations that have allowed me to continue my work in the community are the Westchester Youth Bureau's Youth Empowerment Council for Change, the New York State Senate Majority Leader Senator Andrea Stewart-Cousins Youth Advisory Council, the Commissioner's Youth Council at the Theodore D. Young Community Center, the NAACP White Plains Greenburgh Youth Division, Calvary Baptist Church, and the Greenburgh Central School District. Without my involvement in these organizations, I would not be here today. Thank you, and I am honored to be receiving this award.
Hi, this is George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, and I want to extend my good wishes and greetings to the African American Men of Westchester in honor of their 20th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Youth Legacy Awards Luncheon. Now, unfortunately, this year we're doing it virtually. I've had the good pleasure of being with you in person at the Doubletree Tarrytown over the last couple of years, not only to honor those individuals that each year represent people who've done such good work with young men in this society, but also to just break bread and have some of the fellowship that comes with all of us who are so deeply committed to this community. The work that the AAMW has done, bringing men together and to serve in a role where they are role models for young men, is really exemplary. And I'm very proud to be a part of this event, if virtually this year. The policies that your organization has advanced make it sensible. It makes for sensible accountability for law enforcement and help for seniors. It tackles issues involved in education, environmental justice, a range of things that really do matter in Westchester County. And when the AAMW speaks, it speaks with a force and power that very few organizations can match. So again, congratulations on this, the 20th annual event on the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Day. And we look forward to being together in person a year from now to enjoy each other's company as we have the 21st annual event. Have a wonderful day. Thank you and stay safe.
Hello, my name is Tanya Roberts Tolbert, and I'm here with my husband, the Honorable Bruce E. Tolbert, to give the Building Bridges Award to Phoenix Harper. Phoenix Harper is a 16-year-old junior at Alexander Hamilton High School. She currently serves as president of the Greenburgh White Plains Youth Division of the NAACP, as well as secretary on the student council at her high school. Phoenix is a three-sport athlete who has been excelling in basketball, volleyball, and track on the varsity level since her freshman year. She also participates in the Peers as Leaders program at her school, in which she serves as a mentor for underclassmen, and the equity team at her school, in which she serves as a student leader. Phoenix is also a member of the Westchester Building Bridges Initiative, working to improve the relationship between minority youth and local law enforcement. Over the summer, Phoenix spoke at several protests and events in the honor of the Black Lives Matter movement. Phoenix is currently trying to start a female health and hygiene discussion group at her high school to educate young women on how to take care of their bodies. In addition to all of the extracurricular activities and volunteer work that she does, Phoenix has also managed to maintain a grade point average of 90 or above and remains as a member of the Alexander Hamilton National Honor Society. Phoenix is a leader both in and outside of her household. As the oldest of four, Phoenix strives to set a great example for her younger siblings. Phoenix is an outstanding student, athlete, role model, and leader. Congratulations, Phoenix.
I am humbled, honored, and blessed to receive such a prestigious award from the MLK Youth Legacies and the African American Men of Westchester. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my grandparents, and most importantly, my siblings who motivate me to become a better and empowered leader. I want to thank my teachers, coaches, and mentors who motivate me to be an even better leader. Thank you.
This is Westchester Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, congratulating the African American Men of Westchester on the 20th anniversary of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Youth Awards. This year, because it is virtual, it's a special occasion, and the people that are being honored today, whether you're nominated or you're an award winner, everyone's a winner because of the continuation of the outstanding work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You, in your various communities, should celebrate all of the outstanding work that you continue to do to honor and respect the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So congratulations to all of the honorees today, and always continue to look forward to make sure that we are honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I'm honored to represent Con Edison here today with the African American Men of Westchester. We have worked in collaboration with the organization for many years, and I personally have gotten to work with many of the individual members. I applaud them for all that they do for our communities. This program has always been one that I've been honored to be at. Unfortunately, we can't be in person today, but I am glad to join you. I am here today to present an award to Nadia Rowe Marriott. She is truly a role model. She is disciplined, determined, diligent, and dedicated. A National Honor Society member and a junior at the Montfort Academy High School in Mount Vernon, Nadia maintains a 4.0 GPA and takes numerous advanced courses. In the aftermath of George Floyd's killing, she advocated for a student body-driven focus group in her school with the intent of being greater aware of the unique challenges faced by people of color. As a result, a diversity advisory board dedicated to diversifying the curriculum was created. Nadia's willingness to serve and her commitment to excellence in all that she does is the essence of why she is being honored today with the Spirit of Love Award. Congratulations, Nadia, and thank you for all you do for our community.
To the members of the Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Youth Award Committee of the African American Men of Westchester, I would like to thank you for selecting me as the recipient for the Spirit of Love Award. I would also like to thank the sponsors and donors for making awards like these possible. And I would especially like to thank my family for loving me, supporting me, tolerating me, and nurturing me as I journey on this path called life. While I was reflecting on the name of this award being called the Spirit of Love, I was reminded of a quote from Dr. King where he said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." A servant's heart of love begins with giving from what is inside of you. My parents give love so that I can give love. Supportive communities and organizations like the African American Men of Westchester give support so that recipients like myself can pay it forward. So as I accept this Spirit of Love Award, I receive it with gratitude and humility, and I will forever strive to live a life worthy of the honor that I have been given today. Thank you.
I am Ben Boykin, Chairman of the Westchester County Board of Legislators, and I'm pleased to be speaking to you on this important occasion. Let me extend my personal congratulations and the congratulations of the entire Board of Legislators to this year's Legacy Youth Award winners. I'm proud to join with the African American Men of Westchester in celebrating and honoring your commitment to improving the lives in our communities. Today we honor the legacy of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we live in a world that he changed. While you were not born when Dr. King lived, you are the beneficiaries of the work he did to achieve racial and social justice. We are still working to enhance those goals. Dr. King wrote, "Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. By choosing to dedicate your efforts to the betterment of the lives of others, you have made the choice to work for a better and more just world. That is something to celebrate. Congratulations and good luck on your future endeavors."
Bailey Proctor is a high school senior at Alexander Hamilton High School in Elmsford, New York. In addition to being a multi-sport student athlete, she is a student leader and community activist. Bailey is the founder of the REACH Club, Raiders for Education, Action, and Change at Hamilton. This organization seeks to immediately address issues of bias and racism in her school community, all while teaching students to use their voices to continue to develop a learning environment that is inclusive and belonging. Bailey is also active in student government and the AHHS Drama Club, starring in numerous productions. As a member of the National Honor Society, Bailey is among the top 10 students in her graduating class and has been accepted to several prestigious universities. Outside of academics, Bailey is a star athlete. She holds several Class C sectional awards. She is also a volunteer both in her school community and the community at large. Recently, she volunteered several weeks during the summer and worked as a student volunteer for Wellbotics, an organization that couples STEM with mindfulness. In addition to this work, Bailey is a student ambassador for the ACLU and has completed an internship with the NYCLU. This work will prepare Bailey for her collegiate studies and her career plans in becoming a civil rights attorney with a focus on public health. She is supported by her church family of Greater Centennial AME Zion Church in Mount Vernon, New York, and hosts of others who believe in her promise and her brilliance.
Thank you to the Scholarship Committee of the African American Men of Westchester for acknowledging the equity and social justice work that I do throughout my community. Thank you to the organizers for providing a platform for local activists and change agents like me to be recognized for the work that we do within our communities. And you do great work within the greater community of Westchester, so your work does not go unnoticed. Thank you. I want to thank my mentors from the NYCOU for just giving me all the tools that I need to become a better activist and ally. And finally, I would like to say a huge thank you to my mother, who has inspired me on this entire social justice journey. She encourages and inspires me every single day, so thank you. I've just been accepted to Tulane University, where I will continue my social justice journey and major in public health on the pre-law track. So thank you again to the African American Men of Westchester for this award.
On behalf of Entity Corporation, it's my distinct pleasure to join with you today for these MLK Youth Legacy Awards. First, to today's honorees, we congratulate you on your achievements and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Second, we would like to recognize the outstanding partnership that we have had with the African American Men of Westchester for close to 2 decades. The African American Men of Westchester promoting a better quality of life for all of Greater Westchester, with a particular focus on the African American community. And these Youth Legacy Awards are significant not only for recognizing the accomplishments of our young people today, but to encourage them on a lifelong path to accomplishment and social activism. Thanks.
It is my pleasure and honor to present the 2021 William Carter Community Service Award to Logan Sharps, a young man who's doing an outstanding job in community service. Over the years, I've got to know Logan for all the great things that he's doing with our community at such a young age. He's a 10th grader at Iona Prep High School in New Rochelle, New York, where he has a dream and a vision to one day become a wholesale real estate executive. Over the years, Logan has been involved in community service and working with soup kitchens and clothing drives and doing a number of outstanding work with his church. He's a young man who has an ambition to become a great leader. He is clearly leading the dream of Dr. King. Logan, today we honor you, the African American men, with the William Carter Community Service Award. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, African American Men of Westchester, ladies and gentlemen, and all distinguished guests. My name is Logan Malachi Sharps. First off, I'd like to thank God for giving me the strength, ability, and courage and life to be here today. Second, I'd like to thank my parents for giving me the opportunity, blessings, and exposure to achieve all that I have. Next, I'd like to thank the African American Men of Westchester for selecting me to receive the William L. Carter Award. William L. Carter was tenacious in helping his community. Mr. William L. Carter guided himself under the principles of perseverance, scholarship, manhood, and uplift. This inspired me to live the same way. This also inspired me to go back to the New Covenant Church in New Rochelle and give out sandwiches and give to the homeless. This has also inspired me to give my time to my community. I would also like to thank everyone who helped me throughout my life, such as my grandparents, godparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. I would also like to thank my brother for keeping me grounded and supporting me through everything. Lastly, I would like to thank my teachers for giving me the education and directing me the right way. Thank you for selecting me to receive the William L. Carter Award. I am truly honored as I have worked hard to receive it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tom Gabrielle, President and CEO of the United Way of Westchester and Putnam. At the United Way, we believe we're stronger together, and it is only by being united that we can change the world for the better. We are committed to helping our neighbors living in poverty or paycheck to paycheck become more self-sufficient. One of the best and most effective ways to do that is to invest in education. That's why we've been partnering with the African American Men of Westchester for many years in support of their scholarship program in celebration of the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's also why I'm honored and privileged to present this scholarship to Harshita Shet. Harshita is an 11th grade honor student at Woodlands High School who wants to make a positive difference in the world. She's the founder of the Feminine Dignity Project, which is an initiative of the India Center of Westchester and was recognized by the United Nations Westchester chapter, where she is also finance vice chair for their Young Professionals group. She holds the position of student member of the Town of Greenberg Human Rights Advisory Committee. She started the Teen Girls India Center Forum with the purpose of teen girl empowerment and is involved with many local charitable organizations, including Feeding Westchester, Volunteer New York, Hearts and Homes for Refugees, American Heart Association, American Diabetes Association, Strides Against Breast Cancer, and Locks of Love. Harshita has received the United States Presidential Voluntary Service Award Gold Medal, as well as the Rising Star Award from the Town of Greenberg. And she has also won numerous regional and national awards for Indian classical dance, Bollywood, arts, and karate, and she has competed at the Scripps National Spelling Bee for 4 consecutive years. I don't think I can spell that. And if that wasn't enough, she has been nominated for a New York Emmy for the documentary, Whatever Happened to Black Wall Street. Harshita, it is my privilege to support you in your journey to making a difference in this world by presenting you with this scholarship.
Hi, I'm the founder of Feminine Dignity, feminine hygiene product drive and campaign. My parents always encouraged me to give back to those in need. When you have something, you should always think about those who don't have it, and you should always want to help, which is why I started volunteering at a very young age. I did many drives, walks for awarenesses, and many volunteering services. But as a young teenage girl, I came to the realization that I never did a drive for feminine hygiene products, and I wanted to look into it. So after doing some research, I found out that shelters locally are not provided with feminine hygiene products. Globally, refugee camps are not provided with feminine hygiene products, and even correction facilities are not provided with this basic necessity. People may not realize it, but feminine hygiene products are just as important as food and water. From the start of our campaign up till now, we donated over 15,000 feminine hygiene products to shelters around Westchester. I would like to thank AAMW for giving me this amazing opportunity, and youth like myself, and recognizing us for giving back to our community and for our contributions. I would also like to congratulate the other recipients. We should continue to help the community and give back and support them for the better of our future and for the better of our world, to keep Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream alive. Thank you.
Congrats again to those 7 extraordinary young people. This year, we are also providing 4 scholarships to 4 college-bound students. Westchester Community Foundation asked the African American Men of Westchester to select 4 students to provide a $2,500 scholarship to each of them to assist with college expenses. Before you meet these 4 extraordinary young people, let's hear from Westchester Community Foundation.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joaquin Alemany, and I'm the Vice Chair of the Westchester Community Foundation. The Westchester Community Foundation makes it possible for donors with a commitment to a particular cause to leave a legacy that will help future generations. Albertina Bloom was an art and science school teacher who lived in White Plains and taught students in Harlem and the Bronx for more than 40 years. She was beloved by her students, always encouraging them and always taking extra care to make sure even the most difficult students believed in themselves. When she died, Albertina Bloom left a bequest to the foundation for scholarships for Westchester students with promising educational potential and good character. It is our pleasure to congratulate the 4 outstanding young men who are recipients of this scholarship. Stephen Ayala, Kendall Cousins, Ian Sharp, and Kyle Shepard have demonstrated commendable academic achievement and leadership. On behalf of the board and the staff of the Westchester Community Foundation, I am pleased to present to you the Albertina Bloom Scholarships and wish you continued success in your academic careers. Good luck.
On behalf of the African American Men of Westchester, it gives me great pleasure to present the Albertina Bloom Scholarship Award provided by the Westchester Community Foundation to these 4 amazing students. This award is being presented to Stephen Ayala. As a standout student at Peekskill High School, Stephen has consistently balanced his academic achievement with his dedication to the community. He is a My Brother's Keeper Fellow, which is a program administered by the New York State Education Department that has an emphasis on boys and young men of color. This program has given Stephen the opportunity to gain authentic leadership experience and to develop service projects that are beneficial to his school and his community. Throughout his 4 years of high school, Stephen has been ranked at the top of his class. He has applied to Columbia, Fordham, Mercy, and SUNY Albany.
Hello, my name is Stephen Ayala. First thing is I want to thank the African American Men of Westchester Incorporated for honoring me with the scholarship. I wanted to also thank my mother and my father for supporting me through my education and for building up my character. I wanted to also thank my MBK mentor, Mr. Andujar. He's helped me a lot with building my self-confidence and helping me be more responsible in what I have to do and what I have to do in my education. I want to also thank him for introducing me to the MBK Fellowship and the MBK group for allowing me to build up more my character with respecting others and helping me build my community to become a better place, and also shaping up my future. I want to also thank again the African American Men of Westchester Incorporated for honoring me with this scholarship. Thank you.
This award is being presented to Kendall Cousins. The most appropriate word to describe Kendall is leader. He recently led a student rally and called for Black and brown male unity in Peekskill, where he lives. Kendall is this year's president of Peekskill's Black Diamonds Academic Incorporated, an organization focused on empowering young men of color to graduate high school and pursue a college education. A superior student, Kendall has already received early action acceptance from Hampton, Howard, Morehouse, North Carolina A&T, and Temple. He also has decisions pending on additional schools such as Northwestern and Cooper Union.
Hello everyone, my name is Kendall Xavier Cousins, an A Honorable Senior at Peekskill High School, and I am pleased, honored, and humbled to be selected as a 2021 Albertina Bloom Scholarship Award winner. Before I was nominated for this award, I had no idea who Albertina Bloom was, so I did some extensive research. Through my research, I found out she was said to be soft-spoken with great reserves of inner strength, a sensitive and caring person who strove to make every day an adventure for those around her. I feel that I could relate to her character because even though I don't say too much, I always try to make everyone around me feel included or make their day better, and how through all the obstacles I have encountered, I have been able to overcome them. With this scholarship, I will be able to be one step closer to achieving my goal of becoming a mechanical engineer and to change this world for the better. I look forward to attending engineering school in the fall at the college of my choice. Thus far, I have been accepted to Morehouse College, Howard University, Hampton University, and Temple University. Therefore, I would just like to thank those who nominated me for the scholarship. My mentors, Mr. Martin McDonald, CEO of the Black Diamonds Academic Success Program, and Mr. Andahar, advisor of the Peekskill High School My Brother's Keeper chapter, and my former social studies teacher. Thanks to my guidance counselor, Ms. Ellis, and scholarship counselor, Ms. Gordonier, and Peekskill High School principal, Mr. Arthur, for the nomination as well. I would like to also thank the Westchester Community Foundation and the African American Men of Westchester for supporting my nomination to receive this award. Last but certainly not least, I would like to thank my family and friends that helped me along this journey. My parents, Kevin and Keisha Cousins, my brother, Kyle, and my GMA, New York State Majority Leader, Senator Andrea Stewart Cousins, and my two grandparents, Obi and Leroy Palmer. Without your support, I wouldn't be here today. Again, thank you. My future will be much brighter with this award. Thanks for recognizing my community service and academic achievements.
This next award goes to Ian Sharps. Ian is a resident of Mount Vernon and a student at Iona Prep. He has consistently been a strong academic performer who exemplifies leadership as a young African-American male in a diversified world. As a former African American Men of Westchester Martin Luther King Jr. Award winner and beneficiary of the Blue Nile's Rites of Passage program, Ian is strengthened by his Christian faith and plans to become an investment banker. The schools on his shortlist include Morehouse, Howard, Miami, Penn, and Yale.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, the African American Men of Westchester, and all distinguished guests. My name is Ian Sharps. I'm the son of Dr. Paige Long Sharps and Ian Sharps Sr. I'm currently enrolled in Iona Prep on the honor roll while participating in crew and track. After high school, I would like to attend the University of Pennsylvania or Morehouse College to study finance or business analytics. This was solidified this summer by attending the Lead Business Institute / Real Estate Executive Council, where I was partnered with Lehigh University and Cornell University. As a participant, we would network with professors, workers within the field, and other participants within the program. Furthermore, we were tasked with redesigning the Ithaca Mall, examining different stocks, and demonstrating leadership skills to pursue a career in business. First, I would like to thank God, and secondly, the African American Men of Westchester for such a prestigious award. I would also like to thank my mother, father, and teachers. I would also like to thank Ms. Albertina Bloom, who I have the honor of accepting this award under. Finally, I would like to thank the Blue Nile's Rites of Passage program for aiding me to become such a strong, caring, and inspiring African American male. As an African American male, I can say that I'm truly blessed to attend school with integration. I can also say I'm blessed to know Black doctors, lawyers, engineers, and many other professional careers. It has been a blessing, and I plan to continue the legacy of the Sharps last name. Once again, I would like to thank the African American Men of Westchester for this award.
This next award goes to Kyle Shepard. Kyle is a senior at Archbishop Stepinac High School and a resident of White Plains. In describing Kyle, the key words that define him best are initiative, drive, and passion. Kyle has had a number of accomplishments, including memberships in the National Honor Society and Stepinac's Health and Science Honors Academy. He's a College Board African American National Recognition Scholar and is scheduled to receive an AP Capstone diploma. Kyle is awaiting acceptance from both Yale and Columbia.
Hi. First, I'd like to thank the African American Men of Westchester for this awesome award and scholarship. Your recognition and financial help will go a long way in my future. It is so great to be recognized by a community of people and leaders who look like myself. Also, I would like to thank Town Clerk Ms. Judith Beville for connecting me to this awesome organization and for being an insightful mentor for me over the past few months. Mr. Paul Feiner, Town Supervisor of Greenberg, who's been not only a supporter of mine, but a great friend to give a call to now and then. Thank you so much. Shout out to my Archbishop Stepinac High School community. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. And last but not least, thank you to my wonderful, beautiful parents. You guys have been my biggest and greatest fans since before I was born, and I owe everything to the both of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to enter a new year. I'm grateful to our frontline healthcare workers, and I'm just so grateful for everything that God has blessed me with in 2020. I'm very excited for the future, and I can't wait to see what it holds. So please stay safe, please wear a mask. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Please join me in congratulating all our award winners of the Albertina Bloom Scholarship Award provided by the Westchester Community Foundation and brought to you by the African American Men of Westchester.
Wow, what an amazing group of young people. Congratulations again to all of our winners, and thank you to all of our sponsors. And thank you for joining us. Be safe, be kind, and be well. Thank you.